Now, it's time to learn some tips and advices that sometimes we have to apply during our projects. Have a closer look at the exterior walls. Actually, I just realized that there is something we have to change here. This narrow area is the finished face of the wall, which normally has to face outdoors. So how can we flip the wall structure without changing the plan? Sometimes this can be a bit tricky, but you are going to understand this. First, to select all the exterior walls, I pick up one, right-click, select all instances, and then choose Entire Project. In this case, a visible view would also work. Now, if you remember, I can hit the spacebar to flip the wall to the other side, but it's actually changing the position. And this is because I'm flipping according to the position of the location line. Let's go back, and you can see that currently it's on the finished face exterior. If I change to wall center line, I am now able to flip the wall by pressing the space bar to the other side without changing the wall's position. Let's continue modeling the house, and this time we will add floors to the building. So, to insert a floor, let's click on Floor Architectural. And we are going to start with the ground floor. The first thing, I'm going to select my type. And let's choose this thick one, because it's for the ground. As you can see, the thickness is 480 millimeters. Another thing, like the stairs, floors open in the sketch mode. And this time we are going to choose this method to pick walls. It's simple. I'm going to click in each 4 exterior walls. And at the end, just click on the check mark to confirm the floor. Now we have a floor below the level 0, and in the 3D view, we can have a better perspective of its appearance. Let's switch to the first floor, and here we are going to place another floor for this level. This time we will choose a different type with less thickness. This floor upper with 160 millimeters. In the same way as the floor below, I'm starting with picking walls, and then I need an empty area without floor here around the stairs, in order that people can reach the first floor, of course. The method I'm choosing is, I'm switching here to draw a line, then I go to this intersection and draw an area with lines here. Then everything can be edited later if we need. Now, be aware with this. If I click on the checkbox, I get a message from Revit saying that lines cannot intersect each other. As I'm making a geometry which is actually a polygon to draw a floor, I have to erase this segment. There are several ways to do this, but I will use this command, split an element. This is simple. Try to find this intersection and click there. Do the same on the other side, and now this line is separated in segments. Then I click on Modify to be able to select the line and delete it. Now if I confirm the changes, but there is an important information. Would you like walls that go up to this level to attach to its bottom? Since the floor is generated below the current level height, if I answer yes to that question, the walls on the ground floor will decrease its height in order to attach to the bottom of the floor. So I click on Attach and the floor is created. Now have a look at the section view. You can see that the interior walls are now top constrained by the floor instead of the level, as it was originally. Now it's time for the interesting tips. When we are in the floor plan view, it can be tricky to select the floor because when we click, we often pick up the wall instead. This happens when we have overlapping elements. However, we can use the button tab of the keyboard to cycle between those objects. So when the wall is highlighted, press tab Now it's switched to select the entire chain of walls. I press again, and now, yes, it highlighted the floor, so I just need to click to select it. Now let's look at the floor properties, and specifically at the dimensions dialog. The floor thickness is 480 mm, but the elevation at top says 0. In fact, the top of the floor is aligned with the floor plan level, so it extends downwards. That's why the elevation at bottom is negative. Thank you and see you in the next video.